What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview. Guys, what is up? What is happening? Hope you're having a great weekend. Today is Sunday. You best believe it. Sunday is the day to get ahead. If you think you're getting ahead on a Monday, you're not planning your week on a Sunday. You're a day behind all the real winners out there. Real quick, guys. Today we'll just be going over all the economic data that's going to be coming out this week that we'll need to pay attention to, as well as some earnings that are up on the calendar coming up that we'll need to make sure that we know are coming out, as well as four different charts. And I do these charts every single day. ESF's the first one here. You can see it. This is S&P 500 futures. Then we do SPY, the cash ETF, QQQ, the tech ETF, and then IWM, the Russell 2000 cash ETF from there. So, guys, let's dive right on in there. As you can see, go over to Market Watch, get a full overview of the entire week. I usually use the economic calendar from investing.com intraday. So every day I do a video as well. I like to use that during the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Actually, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I like to see because it has a global, gives me all of the different data coming out worldwide. Market Watch really just focuses on the US, but it's a good gauge to understand what's going to be going on for this week. So we'll just go ahead and use Market Watch for this week. Plus, it's laid out a lot easier. Heading into Monday, really nothing going on. Big old nothing burger. Love to see it. I like to be able to trade without any real news events, Fed speakers, intraday data that comes out. Just makes the day a lot smoother. So like to see Monday, not really nothing coming out. Really good to see. I see on Tuesday have some big pre-market data. We got retail sales, that's important, as well as business inventories. That comes 30 minutes after market open. Then one of the knuckleheads comes out and starts speaking. If anyone knows, I refer to the knuckleheads or the idiots as the Fed president speakers, where it really doesn't give a fuck what they say because it only matters what Powell says, right? But all these idiots think that they want to have their 5 minutes of fame come out, make comments. I don't understand that at all. But you have to know when they're speaking because they could say something overly dovish or bearish or whatever you want to call it. Market could liquidity grab, drop, pop, whatever. So you want to make sure you know when one of these idiots or knuckleheads are going to be coming out and opening up their big old suck hole. Okay. So we see that on Tuesday, but the big day this week here is Wednesday, FOMC minutes meeting. Now, that's not the actual FOMC meeting, right? That's not the this is the minutes. The minutes is an overview of basically it's a bunch of notes that get released on the previous meeting. So you can see on the July meeting. So there's no rate hike decision. They just talk about what they discussed, what they saw from July. That comes out at 2 p.m. So expect some volatility definitely to happen here on Wednesday. A little bit of IV to rise on some of the indices, I would imagine. A little pre-market data there as well, data into the market. But I think Wednesday is going to be literally all about just the FOMC minutes. Okay, there's no Powell Q&A, okay, or speech after. This just comes out right at 2 p.m. You'll see the market have a tiny little heart attack. Then hopefully it picks a direction from there. Could just go sideways. We have no idea, so you have to play that out as it's happening in front of you. On to Thursday, jobless claims will be important. As usual, all the jobs data usually comes out 1 hour before market open. You can see here 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be important to watch anything that goes on in the jobs market and anything that goes on with any pricing data, i.e. CPI, PPI, PCE, and anything that goes on with the Fed's doing. Okay, those three pieces of data. So you want to be paying attention. One of them here is the jobless claims that comes out. Then 30 minutes in on Thursday, you could see 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes after the market opens. U.S. leading economic indicators is going to be an important one. Friday, they're telling us a nothing burger so far, but we'll keep our eye on Thursday evening in case they don't want to toss anything on there, anything we need to keep noted. But the big thing this week, guys, FOMC minutes on Wednesday. So I'll tell you this, if you don't have a tea time book this week already, Wednesday is a great day to have it. Just get your trading out early done in the morning, and then get on with your day there on Wednesday. Come back Thursday and Friday for a great rest of your trading week. One thing we also like to go and look and see if any big earnings are coming out. As we can see, NVIDIA comes out, I believe it's the following week on the 23rd. Yeah, so next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, you see we've got NVIDIA. But some other big guys this week. Home Depot is always a huge one, right? That's on Tuesday. Target's on Wednesday. Walmart is that Thursday then? 17th. Yes. So huge. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Important. Why is Home Depot, Target, and Walmart important? Because as well as when you need to see what's going on with pricing in our economy, like PPI, CPI, PC, all that kind of stuff, you get to see a direct, because this is direct to consumer shopping here. You shop consumers, they directly consume from Home Depot, Target, Walmart. Okay. More of necessity items there. I think, well, necessity items for more Target and Walmart because they do have some produce. They have, clothing, things that your family need. Home Depot's a good one because you can see like DIY projects. You see like construction. If in a really scared economy, no one's going to be really trying to construct new things, right? If that makes sense. You do have C Limited here coming out. Cisco here. I think John Deere will be an interesting one too. That'll be Friday for John Deere on Friday. JD will be one. So as you can see, I think the three most important for me personally, I'll be watching is Home Depot, Target, and Walmart. I think those would be great tickers to have on your watch list this week to maybe go ahead and chart today. And just have some major supply and demand levels ready, or maybe some major, higher time frame levels like 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. Want to see if there are any big levels that they are approaching into these data prints, but really you just want to play them after their data release here. 301, as we can see for me, that's when the market opens, right? That's when the market opens for the Globex here for me. That's on the West Coast. So we'll have to get a look to the charts here now. ESF, as we can see, we are gapping up here just a tad. Looks like, no, actually we opened pretty flat. I can actually take a peek on this. No gap, but we're just pushing higher. No gap, but we are up a few points here. So we'll see what happens on this overnight action. Obviously, we're only 1 minute in, so you don't want to have anything to write home about now. But let's zoom this in a tad here. I think the really important levels for this week are going to be, does this weekly low hold? This weekly low here from 44.60 to 44.68, does that area hold? Okay, or do we take out this 44.95? 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts to take this out to the downside, finally take it out. Do we bounce right back above for maybe a little liquidity grab down? Okay, if this level gets taken out, could be marking a local bottom. Okay, could be marking a local bottom, could cause the markets to squeeze. Take out 44.95. I really just think 45.25 to 45.45 are in play. Okay, are in play. However, if we do break down below our 44.60 area, I'll be looking at 44.40, but I really like 44.20 down to 44.10. I like this bounce zone in here. As you can see, we have a couple of bounces out of this area. That would be my most high demand area to look for a huge bounce if we just want to sell off. Now, we've got to get underneath this last week's low and under 40.40. So Bears got a lot to do, and it's been an entire week slow grinding this thing down. No overwhelming sells, no big supports lost. As you can see, we're pretty much just holding this huge former breakout area on our back test here. So 44.95 is going to be a massive level. Going to want to watch that overnight and into the cash open tomorrow. Break and hold that to the upside. It's going to open at 45.09, 45.25, 45.40, 45.60. Above there, underneath 40.60. I think there's a short opportunity down to 40.40. Got to be careful shorting this market. They love to bounce it. Okay. You could short under there. You could get at least 20 points to 40.40. And if you're really lucky, and they sell this thing to oblivion down to 40.20, I would definitely take most profits off at 40.20. Is I think from 4400 to 40.20 in this area, if you just look back and look left, that's a definite bounce zone. Okay, SPY chart, what's going on with SPY? Got to our 444. We've been screaming it. Okay, we have been screaming that we have wanted 444 for a long time. Why? This was a major breakout zone. Are we just back testing here? We couldn't even fill the gap. Look, Bears, I love you. Downside's great, stairs up, elevator down, all that jazz. Really don't give a fuck. But look, it took you forever to grind this goddamn thing down here. And then you get into this gap, right? This gap fill for the daily chart, right? Now, excuse me, this chart's going to have a ton of lines on it because we traded a lot. You couldn't even fill the gap all the way down, right? Bears on this very underwhelming sell, okay? Now, I mean, this could completely change. I'm not being biased here that I can't play the downside. I'm just saying, if I personally like to play the sell side when shit is hitting the fan, it seems like it's the end of the world. My mom's calling me asking if her retirement account's okay. You guys understand. If I get a sell, man, I want panic, right? I want panic. That's just how I like playing the downside. I don't like the slow grind down. I like the slow grind to the upside, like just buying at the sport, slow grind to the upside. Well, we got our bounce here at 444. I've been screaming, I want to take this trade. So tomorrow and this week, I'll be looking for dips into this 444, probably 443 gap fill. If we get maybe a little below Friday's low and bounce it back up, maybe a small liquidity grab, I would think a swing long back up to 451 all the way up to 455 is definitely justified in this area. Now we've got to hold. Can't get any lower than 443. But I like this 443 to 444 to hold even up to 445. Right, even up here to 445, that was the beginning of the gap. You see, we have multiple touches down here. Okay, see if we could pop this thing back up. Okay, if we can get a daily close above 446, that would definitely romp a or spur some buying back up to 448.50, 451.50, and then 453, 455 above there. If we do get lower than 443, I think the next area I would be interested in longing is not going to be down till 440 and 436 below there. QQQ chart. Oh, that's not how you type in QQQ. That's how you type in QQQ. Oh, did some intraday fibbies on that. So guys, as we can see, chart here, right? We are now below. Tech is weaker than SPY, right? It had this double top breakout that it's gotten lower than. So we had this bounce here at 365, 365. I can see we're definitely in a downtrend here. So on the Qs chart, I think break and hold under 365, you could definitely see some more downside, 362, 360, 357.50. Most high confident long is going to be 357.50 all the way down here. As you can see, we had a major bounce, which started the uptrend all the way from 357.50, and we ran this thing up to 387 from there, about 30 points to the upside. So I would look to think if we get a long here, long opportunity 357.50. Now that's way lower. That's another 8 points lower. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe a small little liquidity grab back below this 365. 365 would be the big level you want to watch this week. Break and hold below opens up 362. Okay, 360, 357.50. If we hold it, we need to get back above 368. 368 is going to open up 372, 375. 378 above there. Last but not least, IWM. Well, it's not how you type that in. IWM, redheaded stepchild, is not selling off. Is actually the strongest, seems to be the strong. I mean, it's only about 9 points off of its highs, right? Seems to be the strongest of the ETFs in this sell. Was there a rotation possibly into small tech or growth or whatever you want to call it out of tech and banks and the S&P 500? Possibly. We'll see. We want to see if we can just hold 189. Any dips into 189. This was that previous balance top, that previous breakout zone. I'm looking at 189 to take longs. As long as we hold above there, have to get back above 192, 193.50. Back above 193.50 is massive. It's going to open up 196, 199 from there. Underneath 198 would be tricky. I would really, really like to see if it's just a liquidity grab. I think this 189, I'd only be looking too long here. But if we do get below there, I would look down at 187, 186.50, 187. And then all the way down to 185, 184. As you can see, we had a decent bounce in this area here last time. But I think this 189 ultimate is going to hold. It's just a back test of this breakout level. So initially, 189 is going to be the long for me. Got to reclaim 192, 193.50, opens up 196, 199. And guys, that's all I got for you. Hoping you're having a spectacular weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends. Watch the video. You got 4 trade plans. Go out there, execute, be done with your day, make some money. And of course, don't do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.